welcome to Sunbeam Convent School. Today we are going to start the third part of your lesson, microorganisms. And this part is going to deal with algae. So algae is a type of microorganisms that is plant-like. That means they are photosynthetic. They can prepare their own food and are aquatic. They live in water. They do not have roots, stem, leaves and vascular tissue, but have simple reproductive structures. Their body is not well differentiated. They do not have roots, they do not have stems, they do not have leaves, and vascular tissue means they do not have xylem and phloem. But they have simple reproductive structure. They are found in sea, lakes and wastewater as they are aquatic. Most are microscopic, but some are quite large. That means most are microscopic, they cannot be seen with naked eyes, but some are large. How much large? Some marine seaweeds can exceed 50 meters in length. You can imagine how much big they are, 50 meters in length. They are unicellular to multicellular plant that occurs in freshwater, marine water and damp environment. Algae can be unicellular or multicellular. They can occur in freshwater, marine water or damp environment. They can grow in the barks of tree, that means the outer layer of the tree, moist soil and surfaces of rocks. Wherever they get moisture, they start growing. All the thing that is needed here is moisture. They range in size from minute phytoplankton to giant marine kelp. Okay, minute phytoplankton, that means very, very small. The phytoplankton, that means the one that is floating in water, and it is very small. Microscopic plant floating in water is known as phytoplankton, microscopic algae. So they can be very minute, like phytoplankton, to giant marine kelp. Kelp is a very big algae, giant. So algae possesses chlorophyll, the green pigment, and because of this possession, they are photosynthetic. They can prepare their own food and they are autotrophic in nature. Unicellular algae are found in variety of shapes. So now let us discuss about the shape of algae. Algae can be spherical, rod-shaped, spindle-shaped or club-shaped. Multicellular algae occur in different forms like filamentous or branch-like. Unicellular algae can have different shapes such as spherical, rod-shaped, spindle-shaped or club-shaped, whereas multicellular algae occur in different forms like filamentous or branch-like. Filamentous means dhaga numa, strand like, thread like, okay, and branch like. This multicellular algae can occur. Some algae live in colonies, that means many algae live together in colony. For example, volvox. Volvox always live in colony. Algae are of different colors such as brown, red, green, blue-green, etc. See, they possess chlorophyll. But even then they are in different color. Why? Because chlorophyll is masked by other pigment. That means chlorophyll is below and on that other pigments are there, creating just like a mask, and they make algae appear red or brown. Now types of algae. Okay, these are the various types of algae: unicellular algae, multicellular, colonial. Okay, unicellular means consisting of one cell, multicellular means consisting of many cells, colonial means many algae living together, multicellular filamentous means multicellular and possessing thread-like structure. These are the various shapes of algae and these are the examples. Okay, examples of unicellular, examples of multicellular, these are here. Now fungi. Fungi are also plant-like organisms, but they do not contain chlorophyll. Fungi, they do not contain chlorophyll and hence they cannot make their own food. So they are saprophytic or parasitic. So what is saprophytic? Saprophytic means they grow on dead and decaying organisms, and parasitic. Parasitic means They grow on other or living organisms as a host, as a guest, okay? And other living organism is host to them. So around 70,000 fungi are known to the earth. They are either single-celled or many-celled. Fungi can be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular fungi include yeast and mildews. So these are unicellular fungi. Multicellular fungi includes mold and mushroom. Mushroom are edible as well as poisonous. Not all the mushrooms are edible. Some are poisonous also. So we must be very careful while eating mushroom. So they grow on moist tree, on damp clothes, and on poorly preserved food. So these fungi, especially mushroom, they grow on moist tree. That means the tree that contains moisture, on damp cloths and poorly preserved food. They are seen to grow as green spongy material on stale bread slices. Fungi can also grow on stale bread slices. Stale, what's the meaning of stale? The literal meaning of stale is leftover. Okay, that means basi. So fungi can grow on stale bread slices. Fungi बासी bread slices पे grow करते हैं as spongy green material. Okay, they are said to grow on variety of habitats, but they prefer dark, warm, and moist places. So the preference for growth to fungi are dark, warm, and moist place. So fungi can withstand any temperature from very low to very high. They can withstand any temperature. Reproduction in fungi takes place by budding or spore formation. Budding means a part of fungi grow out from their body and it separates out to become a separate organism. And a spore formation, that means spore is a microscopic seed that keeps on floating in air. So this is the mode of reproduction in fungi. Now the study of fungi is called mycology. So here are some questions to test your knowledge. The first question asks, name the instrument to see the microorganisms and who invented it. So we all know very well that the instrument to see microorganisms is microscope, and who invented it? Anton von Leeuwenhoek. What's the most important characteristic of a bacteria cell? The most important characteristic of a bacteria cell is that its nucleus is not differentiated. It does not have a proper nucleus. Its nuclear material is embedded in the cytoplasm. The various forms of multicellular algae. Name the colonial form. The various forms of multicellular algae are Spirogyra and Volvox, etc. Okay, and then colonial algae. Colonial form is Volvox. Give two examples each of unicellular and multicellular fungi. So two examples of unicellular fungi are this yeast and mildew, and multicellular fungi is bread mold and what was that? Bread mold and mushroom.